to create a crate that's empty and has an item hidden in it. In this example we're going to create one with a power core. So what do? Well, the first thing is we need the crate. So we shall place a crate and we'll place an empty one. Next we will need a lid. I'll place the lid here for now. We'll relocate that in a minute. We need my power core, and you can use anything. You could use a weapon, you can even have a monster spawning out of it. I'll place that there for now because we've got to attach things to it. We will need a shootable trigger, and I'll place him there. And we will need a effect. I want an effect like an explosion to signify that the lid has been destroyed. Otherwise it would just disappear and it wouldn't look very realistic. So we're going to choose a small explosion, and I'll place it over there for the purposes of stringing it all together. Right, the first thing we'll do is the red power core. If we place it in the box now, when you load up the game, the player will come across the crate, and because it's got a glow effect on it, it glows outside the crate. You won't get that for weapons. You might get it on armor shields and things. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to hide that object on start. So we use a map. We could use a module. I'm going to use a map element, and I'm going to tell it on map start to hide that object. Right, now I'm going to place that inside. No, I won't. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do the preferences on the shootable trigger. First thing is I want it to have a higher threshold. I want the players to shoot it and I want them to have to shoot 3 times, so it's not just a random shot. They happen to blow the lid off and it happens on the first shot. So what we'll do is we'll change that to 500, and that usually will be 3 shots from a shotgun. Next thing, I'll change the size. I've worked out probably about 100 width and 100 depth. I've said that the wrong way round, doesn't matter. And the height's probably about right. It's probably increase it a bit to 70, and that's your trigger. If the players miss that, then they're doing something seriously wrong. Okay, so first set of settings is on threshold reached. I want it to show the power core, so show. The next thing is upon the threshold being reached, I want it to destroy the lid. So the lid's over there. Select your lid and delete it. I don't want it back ever again once the players have shot it, so it can be deleted. I don't want it to reappear when they spawn or anything like that, so it can be deleted. And the next thing, and probably the last thing if my memory serves me correct, is we want it to do the enable the hazard, which was the small explosion. And that's it. What we need to do now is just put everything back together into a sensible order. So we start with the power core, check it's in there, check it's in the box, and make sure that the players will be able to see it. Then I'll put the lid on next, and I'm going to place this so that it's a bit skewed from the actual crate itself as a a visual thing so the players can see it and go, oh look, that looks a bit odd. I wonder if we can interact with that some way or another. I'll place the small explosion around the lid area, like so. Line it up a bit better. And then lastly, what we'll do is we'll put the trigger around the crate so that when the players shoot it, and if you want, I've done it over here on a previous attempt. I've put some other crates around it, and these are just ordinary large prop crates, and that might just make it look a bit more realistic. I'm using the duplicate function there, and that's it. So what we do is we just test it out, load the game in and try it. And with a bit of luck, everything will all be in place and set to go. When the if you've got a spawn player spawning in the same room as something like that, it's gonna, unfortunately, it's gonna show the glow of the. You can see it there on the crate, but when the match actually starts, that's not visible. So there we are. We can see that it's got the crate lid skewed. You can't see anything through it at the minute. Nothing's glowing around. 3 shots, the explosion goes off, and inside should be our power core. Yep, which we can pick up.